Yo, I stream here straight to the point. I'm a content creator and streamer with severe combined ADHD. High energy, very impulsive, lack of impulse control, easily distracted, inability to prioritize, inability to stay organized. You name it, I basically got it all. Now, I recently got prescribed to take Elvanse to hopefully get all of those under control. But how will it affect my job? What side effects will I have? Will it change me as a person? It's scary because my entire brand and channel is built around my personality and I don't want to change that at all. I just need a little bit of help in actually staying focused and getting the job done so I can grow bigger and better. Anyway, I decided to document my entire journey with Elvanse to see how it will affect my life as a content creator and also answer some burning questions that, for people that are on the same boat as me, because when I was looking for answers, how will Elvanse affect my creativity and things like that, I couldn't find anything to do with Elvanse specifically for YouTubers or content creators, so I decided to make the vlog for you guys. Anyway, here's how Elvanse affected me as a YouTuber. Day 1. Right then, what's going on, gang? So, March 16, Sunday, 11:50 a.m. and I've officially got my ADHD meds, Elvanse, right here, 30 milligram. So I'm apparently supposed to take this before I eat breakfast. It's obviously like midday, but it's Sunday. We woke up like quite late. Well, I woke up quite late today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these and then maybe wait like 10 minutes and then make some breakfast and see how my first day goes with this meds. Because I've been hearing a lot of I've been watching a lot of videos of how people reacted to this, and everyone reacts a different way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop one of these, wait 10 minutes, and then prepare to get some breakfast. My dog's just coming for the vlog. Basically take one of these and just document the day, how I'm feeling, and just go from there. I'm gonna do this every day for this week intensively. So I'm probably gonna put it in one video as well. So it's probably gonna be like a long video just so that you guys get to see the journey as well as me, and hopefully it does work. Hopefully it helps me be more focused and streamlined, and be able to work more efficiently. So yeah, day 1 apparently is gonna have the biggest hit on me. One sec, hold on, actually let me put this down here. Right there. Okay, so we're gonna go and grab one of these. So we got the white and pink capsule over here, and bon appetit! Oh wait, let me just turn the tap off. Bon appetit! Right, I'm obviously quite worried, quite anxious, but not too worried. I just hope it helps. That's all I'm hoping for from it. So gonna give it 10 minutes and then I'm gonna start preparing for my breakfast. See you guys soon. Peace. Then it is now 12:07. I'm actually a little late. Time sort of just flew past me. But anyway, we're gonna go and prep some breakfast. I'm probably just gonna have like a bowl of cereals, like loads of cereals. I don't really have cereal very often, but when I do, I kind of do eat a lot. What do we have here? Curiously cinnamon. Right then, chat. So the purpose of this series, this vlog, first of all, I want to keep it raw, so it's not going to have like crazy high productions effects and stuff like that. I just want to see it like this. So it's literally a day in the life of Ice, right? Raw, front row seats, barely any edits. Now let me just take a bite because I'm starving actually. Yeah, this week has been absolutely ridiculous. I went from the concept of having a bike, buying a bike, to viewing one, to cancelling that deal, to finding another one, to getting insurance, to getting the basic training, to passing the basic training on the road, to get the gear in a space of literally 6 days. So I was unstoppable. Like I set my mind to, right, I want this bike now. What is the fastest way for me to get this done? And it was just a perfect week to go from and to. So what I'm hoping is because I know how impulsive I've been for the last week, because everything I thought about, I went to do, I went to achieve, I went to get and buy. So this upcoming week, I'm going to be very, very much so
watching to see how I think, how I react, my impulsion, how I control it, and things like that. So yeah, we got a nice contrast of insane whirlwind of a week that's just been, and then whatever else is coming up. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and finish this breakfast and just gonna wait to see how I react to the medicine, because it could take anything from 1 to 2 hours before it actually starts working, before it starts to make a difference, things like that. So I've got a few things that I need to do today. You know, we're gonna take the doggo out for a walk and a bit of shopping and spend time with the family. And this upcoming week, I've also got a new series that I want to make for Arena Breakout. So I'm gonna make the 1v1 series that I did for PC, but on Arena Breakout Mobile, and I've got 8 people to do that for. So I've purposely held back on making this new series until I've taken my medicine, because it's a big series, big project, big job, and I want to see how I handle that under the medicine, right? So yeah, this next week is going to be a combination of gaming, streaming, content creation, project management, as well as IRL vlogs with my bike, because I'm hoping to get my new bike on Wednesday. It's being serviced right now. I also bought the best security device for it, tracker. So that takes a few days to actually get it done. But when I get the bike, it'll be tip top, brand new parts, that kind of thing. I should get it by Wednesday. So we got that as well. I'm gonna see how I react to that, because as soon as I get a phone call from the guy at a dealership, I'm gonna want to pick up that bike ASAP. So if I'm midstream and he rings me, he'll be like, yo Sid, your bike is ready to pick up. What I would normally do is, right guys, dealership just rang, I'm gonna go pick up the bike now. I'll end my stream there and then. But I'm gonna see how I react to that when I get the phone call during this week. So yeah, this week is massive. This upcoming week is gonna be huge for me, because we've got streams, videos, projects, new series, IRL streams, on top of the family stuff. So I want to see how I manage everything by day to day. So yeah, I'm gonna vlog absolutely everything. This is probably gonna be a huge vlog by the end of, so I'm gonna try and release it, not this Monday coming, but the Monday coming. So I'm gonna try and edit it on the Sunday from today. It's gonna be a big video, but it's gonna have chapters, so you're gonna be able to see timestamps of where everything is. But yeah, anyway, you probably see me again shortly, because I'm gonna give it a couple hours, an hour or two. If I get some serious changes from 1 hour, I'll vlog it just to tell you guys how I feel real quick. But yeah, see you guys soon.
Right then, gang, it is currently 12:50, so it's been around about 45 minutes since I took the medicine, and I'm feeling kind of thirsty. It's noticeable. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is just grab a quick drink of water, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Nothing really changed in my heart rate or how I'm feeling generally. Actually, maybe a little bit of uplifting energy. I feel more awake. I feel more alert, because in my previous clips, I felt kind of like I just woke up, but that was because I did wake up like 30 minutes before I started recording. So might be that I've woken up, but the main thing right now is 45 minutes in, I'm feeling kind of parched right now, so I'm gonna go get a drink. Right then, it's currently 1:28 p.m. Coming up to 2 hours now. Not quite sure if anything feels different just yet. I feel more alert, but nothing out of the ordinary, like, whoa, I don't feel like that. Although I did have a little moment earlier, but I think it was because I was leaning over working on my phone, and then I looked up and everything just felt so bright and felt a little dizzy, but I think that was just a simple case of head rush, you know, like when you're sitting down and you get up too fast, that kind of thing. I'm not too sure, but yeah, anyway, this part is not for the sensitive ones, because right now I need a poo. I don't know if that's a part of it, but it just came out randomly and I've just eaten. So I'm not entirely sure what the situation is there, but yeah, like I said, I want to, record so like kind of like every moment. So yeah, we're doing that anyway. We're going to go and take care of business. 13:47, and I can definitely confirm that this thing, Elvanse, makes you thirsty as hell. Yeah, I'm very parched. I'm having to drink quite often, and I had a bit of a headache earlier, but I think it was just my hat.
So I loosened it a little bit, and it fit, my head feels better again. So I think it was just my hat being too tight. But yeah, I'm just literally trying to nitpick on the littlest things that could possibly have changed. But one thing that's definitely bigger, as you can probably tell, is like I am parched. I'm thirsty all the time. My mouth's kind of dryish. So yeah, it's a very weird experience. I'm just gonna go and get a drink. Right, another quick update, guys. It is 4:30 p.m. Not really feeling anything crazy different. So what I've been doing for the last couple of hours is shopping for my new bike. So things like gear and gear. Like vlogging stuff like this, like mic and freaking attachments and stuff like that. And also I needed to buy insurance for my bike. Now, when I was shopping through Amazon, for example, I think I was a little bit less impulsive. So whenever I found products, normally I'd buy the first one that I like instantly. I think, right, okay, that's great. Don't need to look anymore. Don't want to waste time, blah, blah, blah. Can't be bothered. I'll just buy the first one. But I did take a bit of time actually looking through the stuff. I didn't even notice it. Like now I'm just thinking about what I've actually done today and how I dealt with it. And yeah, I felt less impulsive to actually buy things, and I didn't go out there on a rampage like I normally would and just buy random things and then return it. You know, I was actually thinking about what I was going to buy. So I bought a couple of things, and I've just finished buying, sorting out the insurance for my motorbike. I had to redo it like 3 times. I'm still really thirsty, by the way. Like it's definitely a thing that I notice. That's a big change, thirst. Basically, anyway, I was looking through bike insurances, and I had to redo the forms like 3 times. And normally that's something that would stress me out. Like that would really annoy the shit out of me, make me anxious, and make me not want to do it because I filled in the form wrong. And then I went onto another compare the market sort of website, and then I had to fill my info again. I had to do that 3 times, and I didn't feel stressed. I didn't feel pissed off and angry that I had to do it, because I absolutely hate admin. Anything to do with admin, money, management, Excel sheets, things like that, it really stresses me out, especially if I make a mistake and have to redo it again. I almost just quit. But it didn't faze me. Like, it actually didn't faze me. I wasn't really excited either, because normally I would be very excited to get the insurance for my bike and get it ready on the road, and I'd be too hasty doing things. So I managed to book the insurance with a clear head. So I wasn't really excited. I wasn't really annoyed, anxious, or anything. I just knew I had a job to do and a job to finish, and I did it. It was, I did get a little bit annoyed when I see price changes and stuff like that. But yeah, in terms of like just getting the job done, it just felt just do it kind of thing, and didn't really have any emotions behind it. But yeah, it's currently 4:30, just gone. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the dog out for a walkies. She'll probably hear me. No, she didn't hear me. So we're gonna take her out. We're probably gonna be out for about half an hour to an hour, something like that. We'll come back. It'll be like late afternoon, and we'll see how we feel then. Right, we just come back from the walkies. It is currently 6:20 p.m. Yeah, again, definitely thirsty, dry mouth. Let's come back. I had a drink before I went as well. And come back and I'm absolutely parched. Haven't had a drink yet. Went straight onto the update. Nothing massively different. Well, maybe not massively different in terms of like personality. But when I was out with Mrs. Ice, I seemed to hear and pay attention to our conversation more. So we'd be talking about different things, and normally when we go on walkies or when we have conversations and stuff, I just zone out and try and do other things while we're doing something else, like walking. I'll be there thinking about ideas for a new video and stuff like that. But when I was there, I was just present, I think. Don't you think? Yeah. Was I lost in any way, or was I not paying attention at any point?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, she's saying like, no, I don't think so. Because normally she'd be talking to me, right? And then I'll just be responding like, yeah. But really, I'm somewhere else, like thinking about different things, doing stuff in my head. But I seem to remember the conversations. First of all, I heard her. Every time we were having conversations, I think it's actually working. Because it's sort of, huh?
You were spitting.
I was what? I was speeding. I was walking real fast. Oh, there you go, chat. I was walking super fast apparently, and I kept on leaving her behind on the way there. But yeah, it was more like I was actually present and in the conversation with her. I could hear what she says because like my hearing, we both have a bit of a laugh about my hearing being really bad. But I think it's just a case of not paying attention, not being present. But every time we had a conversation there, in May time it's really hot in the Philippines, and then she said, and then I said, maybe we can go Philippines and summer instead, summer in the UK. And she said, that's when it's rainy in the Philippines. I can remember things better.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying, right? Things like that, and
Impressed.
yeah, exactly. And I could just things just register easier right now. I didn't make a conscious effort. I didn't think about it on purpose. Like, okay, so let's focus on this conversation. I wasn't thinking like that at all. It wasn't even in my head, and I was sort of just like freewheeling it and see what happens. And I didn't feel like whoa, like I'm not spaced out or anything like that. I just feel present. I feel like I'm registering things. I'm receiving things better, and I'm able to actually stay within the conversation a little bit better. Maybe you guys have noticed as well, I'm not forgetting what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think it's baby steps, isn't it? So this is day 1. I took it 6.5 hours ago, something like that. My arm is absolutely killing me, so it's gonna sit down for a sec. Yeah, so basically 6.5 hours in, and I feel there are some changes, improvements. The only negative side effect that I'm getting really is the dry mouth, thirst, constant needing for water. But that's not really a big thing. I can just keep drinking, right? I'm gonna do that on stream anyway. I've got like a 2-liter bottle right next to me, so I'm probably gonna have to amp that up to 4-liter bottle every day I'm streaming. So yeah, so I guess it's baby steps, and I'm gonna see how long it will actually last. If there's gonna be any sort of fall off, any come down, drop in energy or anything like that. And then see how the rest of the night goes. Also, I'm gonna pay attention to my sleeping to see if I'm gonna have any trouble sleeping tonight. And then yeah, just take it day by day, really. So tomorrow is gonna be a big day for me because new week. I've got a lot of things planned that I want to do that I'm hoping or testing to see if I'm gonna get anything out of this medication. So what I'm planning to do tomorrow is wake up, go to the gym, work out, and then go home and take my med, because apparently you don't really want to work out and take the med at the same time because your heart rate could increase. You'll have heart palpitations and stuff like that, blood pressure rising and whatnot. So I'm going to try and avoid those. I don't really need to focus in the gym. I know what I'm doing in the gym, and I just get on with it. But when I get home, I want to take the med around about 11, plan my week, plan my Monday and what I'm going to do for that day, how much I'm spending time in streaming, and then what am I going to do after that, and then what am I going to do on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. I'm also going to jump into Arena Breakout on Monday because that game has looting, and I'm really bad at looting because of all the prioritization situation when you're looting, what to pick up first, what's the most expensive, what to prioritize. That's what I struggle with. So I'm going to jump into Arena Breakout and see if it changes anything, and just see how the week goes, and literally just document everything that's going on. I'm not thinking about this now. I'm not sure if this is just going to be one big video because it's a whole week's worth of progress. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to split it up. I'm not even quite sure how much of it is going to be in this main channel, because this video you're watching right now is going to be in the main channel. Or I might make a completely new channel and just video dump my progress on this for people to see, you know what I mean? So I kind of want to do that quite regularly. But because of how YouTube works and how you can only send 3 notifications per day, and that includes your video and your live stream, I don't want to bombard too many notifications at one point, and sometimes I'll probably run out of notifications and I'll have to think about, when can I go live next and all that. You guys won't understand, but YouTube is very annoying. So anyway, I digress. I'm going off the rails, innit? But I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about what's the best option. Let me know in the comment section below as well what you guys want me to do. I stream IRL. It's probably gonna be the most obvious option, isn't it? But yeah, slowly but surely, there's definitely a few changes there without me making a conscious effort to, right, okay, I'm gonna focus on doing this. Right, I'm gonna calm down. Right, I'm gonna control my impulse. I haven't thought about anything. It's so weird because I haven't put the active effort to be like, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It was just a case of did it. You know what I mean? I literally didn't think about anything but just doing what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, not sure if there's going to be a clip after this. Maybe later on tonight before I go to sleep, just to sort of talk about my energy levels. Who knows? Maybe something will kick in out of the blue in the next couple hours. Who the hell knows? But for now, see you in the next clip. Right, currently 10:30 p.m. We're all winding down now, getting ready for bed, getting ready to sleep. I've felt a little bit of a drop of energy, maybe because I've just had a long day where I actually used 3% of my brain. Yeah, just getting tired. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing. It wasn't like a massive drop. It just felt like a gradual losing energy nighttime kind of drop. Again, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Still parched, dry mouth, always thirsty, always want to drink of water. And actually, I do have a little bit of a headache. I haven't had my hat on all day. I actually take it off when I'm not filming, but my hair is like all over the place, kind of crazy right now. But yeah, I do have a little bit of a headache, maybe because I've just been so dehydrated the entire day. I've drank a lot constantly, so I think I'm gonna just need to drink more. My body needs to adjust to it, that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't think, fingers crossed, touch wood, I'm gonna have any problem sleeping tonight. I'm not feeling energetic right now. I could actually do with just laying down in bed and just closing my eyes and just going to sleep, waking up in the morning. So yeah, that pretty much concludes day one. It wasn't an immediate, just sort of recap, it wasn't like an immediate hit. It was more of like a gradual what was I talking about? Yeah, gradual sort of slow release of efficiency, of focus. It didn't really click and be like, wow, okay, I need to do something. It wasn't really like that. I almost felt like nothing was happening until I actually started doing my updates and realized what I was actually doing, and it was actually helping without me realizing. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early, around about 7:20, get ready for the day, go to the gym, work out, take my meds, plan my week, and just go from there. I hope I help shed some light in this whole journey into the day one of Elvanse ADHD as a YouTuber kind of thing. And tomorrow is where the real deal kicks in, because tomorrow I'm actually really gonna put it to the test of how to handle a big week that I want to have, with lots of plans, lots of ideas and things to do. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys found that insightful. And see you in the next clip. Peace.
Right then, morning, March 17, Monday, 7:30 a.m. Just gone. I did have problems sleeping last night. However, it was because the house was so hot. Our thermostat, our boiler is broken, I think. I have to look at it today. So it was really hot in here. And I was just constantly overthinking a lot of things to do, like new video ideas. What am I gonna do with my bike? How am I gonna pick my bike up and stuff like that? So it was like a normal night where I didn't have my meds, and I couldn't control my thoughts, my impulses and stuff like that. So yeah, I did have a bit of trouble sleeping. I couldn't sleep for like 2-3 hours after I've gone to actual bed, but I don't think that has anything to do with meds. I wasn't thirsty anymore either at like 1 a.m, something like that, or now I'm not feeling thirsty or anything. So yeah, I feel like the meds didn't affect my sleep last night, my energy levels or anything like that. I was back to normal. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get up, and then I'm gonna get ready, go to the gym, and then start my day, take my meds, and then yeah, just go from there.